rest. Love, hopeless love, my ardent soul and compass. Love, nightmare-like, lies heavy on my chest, and weaves itself into my midnight slumber. Headache and repose is tabooed by anxiety. I conceive you may use any language you choose to indulge in without impropriety. For your brain is on fire, the bedclothes conspire of usual slumber to plunder you. First your counterpane goes and uncovers your toes, and your sheet slips demurely from under you. Next the blanketing tickles, you feel like mixed pickles, so terribly sharp is the pricking. And you tumble and toss, and you're hot and you're cross, and there's nothing twixt you and the ticking. Then the bedclothes all creep to the ground, and you heap and you pick them all up and entangle. Next your pillow resides and politely declines to remain at its usual angle, where you get some repose in the form of a doze without eyeballs and head ever aching. But your slumbering teems such horrible dreams that you'd very much better be waking. For you dream you are crossing the channel and tossing about in a steamer from Harwich, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving a treat, penny ice and cold meat, to a party of friends and relations. They're a ravenous horde, and they all came on board at some square in South Kensington stations. And down on that journey you find your attorney who started that morning from Devon. He's a bit undersized, and you don't feel surprised when he tells you he's only 11. Well, you're driving like mad with that singular lad by the by. The ship's now a four-wheeler, and you're playing round games, and he calls you bad names when you tell him that ties pay the dealer. Well, this you can't stand, so you throw up your hand, and you find you're as cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, the belt silk with gold clocks, crossing Salisbury Plain on a bicycle. And he and the crew are on bicycles too, which they somehow or other invested in. He's telling the task of a particulars of a company he's interested in. It's a scheme of devices to get at low prices, all good from convicts to cables, which take from the sailors by cheap retailers as though they were all vegetables. He had to go to spaceman to plant a small tradesman will take off his boots with a boot tree, and his legs will take root and his fingers will shoot, and they'll blossom and bud like a fruit tree. From the greengrocer tree you get grapes and green pea, cauliflower, pineapple and cranberries, while the pastry with blonde cherry bread you will grant apple puffs and three corners and banberries. The shares are a penny and ever so many are taken by Rothschild and Baring, and just as a few are allotted to you, you awake with a shudder despairing. You're a regular wreck with a crick in your neck, and no wonder you snore, for your head's on the floor and you needles and prints from your soles to your shins, and your flesh is a creep for your love legs to